YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy SB. I'm back. I got another episode for you today. Want to do another figure review for you. Like I said, I've been gone for a minute, so getting back in the swing of things is definitely bear with me. It's been a little while, so I'm a little rusty at this, trying to get back into doing this thing smooth and right. But anyway, you heard the other. If you've seen the other review, you kind of know I went over. Been laying low for a minute. Had some little stuff to work on the side, so I haven't been able to get to the figure reviews and keep some videos up on the channel for you. But I'm back, and hopefully you've missed me and you're glad to see me back. But anyway, what's up? Shout out to all my wrestling figure collectors out there. I'm gonna keep it around. The WWE Mattel series, retro series Wave 2 figures have dropped now. They've been out for a little bit, but I've finally been able to see them on shelves here in these Atlanta stores. So I was able to pick up a couple of them. One of them I'm reviewing to you today. We got the Texas Rattlesnake Stone Cold Steve Austin here. Looking at the WWE Mattel Retro Series 2 Stone Cold action figure. As you can see right now, we got him spinning around in the tray card package here. Encased in a little plastic with a little paper tray card. See the Stone Cold photo. The vintage WWE logo from the golden era. Let's get to the back. You see we have Stone Cold here. Giving you a little example of how to do his special move that he can do. I guess it's like clothesline or something. I'm kind of mad they're using Sting as the victim here, me being a big Sting fan. But, we'll save that for another day. But anyway, we'll get back around. We have Stone Cold again. And there's one more look at the front of the package. So let's go ahead and pull them out. Get a little hands-on with them. See what's going on. Got Stone Cold out the package. And that's the bottom line. Because I said so. Anyway. We got Stone Cold here, the retro figure. Like I said, these are nice little fun size here. I'll definitely play around with. Want to relive your vintage wrestling figure days. Now, one thing I do like about this figure is they went a little above and beyond with the detail. Most of these retro figures are pretty basic as far as accessories and stuff, but they decided to give Stone Cold his knee brace, which gives it that extra little detail to the figure, give it a little more advanced element there to work with. So that's definitely nice. I like that. Face sculpt, little animated looking Stone Cold. It doesn't really have the realistic face scan look to him. But, it is what it is. Pretty fun figure. Now, let's see. He's got his little signature move here. Let me see if I can showcase it for you. Get up there, Red Ranger. I don't know if you'll be able to see it anyway. Let me see if I can. I'll put my table up here. There you go. Sit up. Then all you do is pull Stone Cold. Oh my gosh. Yep. This is live, buddy. There's no scripts here. So anyway, you take Stone Cold, cock that arm back. Boom! So that's a little signature move here. You can bend the elbow and stuff too. So that's pretty fun. Definitely will have fun. As with these retro Mattel figures here, articulation is nothing advanced or complex. So that being said, I will go over it with you. There are some articulation points. Before I do that, I forgot to mention the last segment. His size, he stands at a little over 4¼ inches, which is pretty much the standard size of most of the retro figures in this Mattel line. So that's if for that information you want to know. He will scale with your traditional Hasbro wrestling figures and the newer Mattel figures. Now let's go ahead and go on that articulation here. Let's start at the head. We're gonna turn Stone Cold here to his left, which is your right. Then we can turn him to his right, which is your left. full exorcist style spin here. He does have rotation here at his arm. One bicep. He has rotation here on his right side as well. And then he does have joint here at the elbow, which for those of you that have the vintage Hasbro figures, I want to say this used to be spring jointed as well when you would do the arm swing motion, which this is modeled after the old figures that used to do this same type of move. But I believe the elbow and everything all would be connected whenever you do the torso movement. Which also, let's get at the hip here. You can't do a full rotation at the hip. It's on a spring, so you can only angle it, turn it a certain way, and it'll spring back into the forward position. There is no knee articulation, no leg articulation, ankle articulation. So that's pretty much what you'll get as far as articulation points. Now, as I've said time and time again with these retro figures, I mean, they're supposed to play upon your nostalgia of having the vintage Hasbro WWF figures. So that's exactly what they went for. So they wanted to keep it like how the toys was back in the day. Real simple and just, you know, easy for little kids to enjoy as they would play with their wrestling toys after watching some WWF Saturday morning or Sunday night main event. I was trying to remember all the WWF shows that came on back in the day. It was a little before my time. But anyway, that's what these are for. So if you are looking for this advanced articulation or sculpting or something, you're looking at the wrong figure. This is not the figure for you. These are for people who want to relive their nostalgia, may have some of their old Hasbro figures somewhere in storage, pull them out, display them with these newer superstars that Mattel is putting out to model after the retro figures. So with that being said, if you enjoy the nostalgia, you definitely want to get the Texas Rattlesnake and add him to your collection. This is the first time we've seen him in a retro style look. So, you know, let me know what you guys think about that. Also, earlier, like I mentioned with the move here, his clothesline. I know some of you have the vintage Hasbro figures. I believe the elbow and everything kind of worked a little differently than how they have it set up here. Anyway, hopefully this review was helpful for you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. So with this said, I'm out. Y'all be easy.